All right, yeah. Hit the
Okay,
song.
it's recording. Are you gonna give me a hottie toddy first? Even
Hot.
though I don't like it.
Give me that.
What?
Give me one of those.
There, you got it.
Hotty
It's
toddy.
called sweat equity.
You are listening to the Sweat Equity Podcast.
Ooh, no guest.
No guest.
Kind of nice.
It's so nice. No expectations.
We just asked our friend on the phone, former producer of the show.
Should we talk about that? I feel like by the time this comes out, we won't ruin the surprise.
Not that. I want to ask you what we asked him. How are your boners?
Frequent, like his.
Okay, nice.
So nobody wants to hear that.
It sounds like, but the way you ended that answer sounds like you're not shooting ropes, it just dribbles.
That is a hilarious assumption you're making, sir. And quite gay, also.
I'm a mentalist.
If I must say.
I'm a mentalist.
There's some pun there having to do with jizz and mentalism, but I don't got it.
Fentanylist? I don't know.
Someone say vasectomy?
Yeah, so boners are good.
Yes.
I
should run for president.
I had a guy. Well, that's,
Here we go.
That's definitely not the criteria.
You had a guy. Go ahead.
That's definitely not the criteria for president. With the two fucks
Go
we
back
got
to your
coming down.
guy story. Let's hear it.
You think Trump gets hard rock boners, or is he so amphetamine up and KFC'd out? I think he has such like momentum that he can force it. You know?
Right. Yeah.
Biden for sure hasn't had a boner in 10 years.
That's what you want in a president.
No, I want my president to fuck.
No, you want him robotic.
No, we need him to get. I don't want any emotion. I don't want a menopausal president.
Why not?
I want someone who has a little fire in the belly. You know
why?
Because I empathize. Because I'm putting myself in his shoes.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. You're insecure, and you're putting it on Mr. President or Mrs. President.
My boner game's okay.
I didn't ask.
I answered for you. I answered the question you didn't. You should have asked.
You're a mentalist for your own self, and you're asking gay
rude. I had a guy. I haven't had this in a long. This is another vestige of the past. Two things. One, I'll get to the guy. I was telling someone about that allergy. Action. I was telling someone about the allergy stuff that you got rid of it with Wim Hof.
Right.
And if you need to go back in the archives of episodes, it's probably like 200 something.
Yeah, I mean, good luck.
You can search Wim Hof, Eric Redinger, Sweat Equity Podcast. It'll probably come up.
Yeah.
And I was telling someone that, and I was like, remember in the 90s, everybody breathed into a brown paper bag?
Uh-huh.
That was like such a trope.
Yeah.
But now I haven't seen that shit maybe in 20 years.
But that was like, you're upset, breathe into this bag.
I know, but
it wasn't just like people going around doing it for their wellness.
I know, but you would see one person maybe a year. I'm clocking in at one.
Okay, right.
I'm just saying.
What a threshold to me.
What an interesting thing where that may have been a trope in a movie that went into real life kind of thing.
Yeah.
A little bit. I don't know.
What does that have to do with Wim Hof?
That conversation happened.
Breathing.
That happened at the gym. Yeah. I was like, brown paper bags. And she's like, what? And I was like, Wim Hof. We're talking about Wim Hof. ADD was off the chain today.
Okay.
So, guy at the gym is telling me like, he's like, he's a friend, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna meet up with her later, and I'm gonna give her a little, and does the pussy eating thing.
Well, it's the gym, bro.
Have you had that? It's not like a joke about how gross that is to do.
Listen.
Like in real life.
Remember, I teach PE at a middle school.
I'm saying previous to middle school life.
Sign there. No. A grown man doing that?
Right, like for real.
Right. Like if I did that,
I just started laughing.
At you, it would be like an obvious,
Yeah, it'd be an over bro.
Contextual joke.
Yeah, it'd be like bromax kind of statement,
Right.
like trying to.
Bro it to the max.
And I started laughing hysterically, and he was like, "What? You don't do that?" And I was like, "What? No."
You mean the finger thing with my hands?
I should say we're acquaintances. We're not friends. He's like one of those guys. Like,
no, you're friends. You're friends. Just admit it.
You know, you have the neighbors and like people in your life, the places you frequent. You never got their name years ago.
Oh, sure.
And now they're just like background characters that you occasionally talk to.
Oh, well, like when I used to go to the gym early in the mornings back in the day, it was all the same group of people.
Right.
You didn't know any of them personally at all. I don't talk to anybody at the gym.
If you didn't get the first like 3 times you saw them, you can't ask.
Right. Hey, what's your name? We've been seeing each other every day for 3 years.
I have a neighbor that gives my dog like meat. She cooks it for him.
Oh, wow.
To give to him, and she gives like chocolate candy bars for my kids. Like whenever you have them next, just give it to them. And I'm like, I never got.
I don't know your name.
It's 3 years, and they're like.
Yeah, you're in it too deep now, bro.
I'm trying to find out, find a piece of mail or something.
Right.
But the guy at the gym is just hilarious.
How use your kids to do it?
Be
like, what was your name again?
They will fumble.
My daddy told me to say that.
They'll fumble the bag. Right. They'll do that. They rat me out on everything.
Well, okay. I still feel like you can finagle that somehow.
I could.
With Trip.
It's very like.
Do use Trip.
Yeah, get the boy.
Yeah,
boy
don't
listens.
use Minnie. She'll see right through that shit.
Buddy, speaking of my son, I hadn't played catch with the kid in a while.
Uh-huh.
And I felt like a really bad dad because he was rusty. He's 7. And then we were out there for a while. I'm like, look at me doing varsity dad stuff. We're out in the park on Sunday, playing catch. And then he's taking actually all the things I'm telling him and applying it.
Coachable.
And I'm like, whoa, most kids can't do this. Then he threw like a fucking rocket at me, left-handed too. And I'm like, damn. Now I'm like,
Shohei Ohtani money.
That's what I'm saying, baby. Is that Korean, not Japanese?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter their race at all.
Well, I want him to be
Shohei Ohtani. I just said that just because he signed a huge contract. It has nothing to do with them both being Asian.
Okay, play it cool. Look, the ACLU ain't gonna be on top of you
Might have
about
been
that.
a little bit about that.
Might have been a Korean barbecue thing. The guy at the gym. Back to that guy. I started laughing hysterically, and he's like, "You don't do that," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I do that. I'm not great at sex, so I
Actually, pretty good.
I gotta keep. I was
Or
really
brag,
bad. I was really bad back in the day, so I got really good at that. And then I'm trying to like kind of keep it light.
You guys do good.
And I'm like,
been used that
yeah.
one
And
in a
then
while.
I put my hair back, and I was like, why do you think I pull it back into a man bun? That means business time. And he didn't laugh and walked away.
Oh,
and I was like,
that doesn't fly.
Fucking
he does
redhead
the
piece of shit.
Sign, but
Yeah.
that you're wow.
Yeah, man.
He was just out of stuff to talk about. He's like, I can't match that.
I wanted to talk to him. I wanted to give him a grimy back and be like, those workout outfits. There's two kind of outfits I'm seeing a lot, and it's awesome. The one where the leggings look like thongs on chicks.
Okay.
You probably. I don't know if you've been.
Again, I haven't been going. I mean,
you've been
home
shut-in.
workout. Yeah.
You've
been
been
in
Howard
my cave.
Hughes.
I've been in my cave drinking my own urine. Yes.
There's that, which is nice.
Is that what he did?
Remember,
or did he just pee in jars?
He peed in jars.
Okay, I drank it on my own.
Don't people will fact check this. Don't worry.
Please don't.
So that's going on. Remember, we were late to the game on women under 30 wearing bathing suit thongs, basically.
Right.
As that's normal now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm late on this. And then another one, which is nice, where they have a sports bra on, but it's a long sleeve shirt, and then they just kind of put part of the sweater up, so it's like their cleavage, their décolleté is hanging out. Like
What?
it's like they have sweaty tits and they're trying to be like, oh, and a lot of chicks
air
are
them
doing
out.
it. Yeah,
That's cool.
I'm here for it.
You gotta
Hey,
get back
life's
to the
good.
gym.
Life is good, dude.
Get back in the gym.
what's it called?
Or you came into my house all hot.
No, I was just saying I'm coming in hot. I've had one of those, like, I gotta get the routine back in order. Everything's kind of been a little wonky, you know?
Right.
And then, you know, I forgot with that getting back on like a strict routine is like, oh, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot at once. But
and that's what got you all fired up.
No, I just got a lot.
Hate routines.
Got a lot of stuff going on. Some stuff I taught you off mic that I won't bring up, but other stuff, just, you know, well, it's
don't mind me.
My balls. I won't bring it up. No, I'm coming in hot because I was like, I actually had some stuff prepared for the show. Some stuff, not that great. Some stuff. I want to do a little free nugget for anybody still listening after those hot boner and pussy eating.
It's our best show yet, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Watermarkremover.io. Fuck the stock image game.
Oh.
Yeah, you can flop it in there. You can go on like Getty Images. Boom, put it right in that watermarkremover.io.
That's cool.
Hooks it up for you. And then if you want to fuck around, I'm surprised you don't fuck around with the AI art yet. But Playground
kind of defeats the purpose.
Well, no, it's just I'm playing around with it, like kind of like with Chat GPT or Bard or Grok or whatever. Just because I'm curious about it.
Yeah.
You know, playgroundai.com does pretty good and it's free.
And it's images?
Yeah. I messed around with some stuff for this show.
Is that the one with where I have the giant teeth and you have the girl eyes on our thumbnail? If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, you can see it right now.
That one you already
hate it. I hate it so much.
I was hoping you
change it.
I put it out there going, hey, here's the new artwork, hoping you would go, oh, this is bad. I got to change this.
I didn't know. I thought it was a joke. I thought you were joking around.
Well,
I thought you were joking around.
You know, we A/B test our creative here, you know?
Yeah. Let's move on to B.
No, that's an app called Rimini.
Yeah. I can't even make my teeth that big.
Hey, man. Clean it up.
And my eyebrows are like caveman.
You're better at this. First off, no one has looked at our podcast art.
Somebody did and was like, what the hell?
I was trying to go for a little Vice City. I found some Miami Vice, Vice City. I was going for Miami Vice. There's a lot of fan art. And I thought, oh, I can apply some of these things to us in that kind of motif. Uh-huh. But clearly, I got a critic here.
Yeah. Been holding that in.
No, you told me.
Feels good.
You told me.
I did. Yeah. I told you.
You told me when it happened.
You mentioned it many times, actually.
Yeah, but I thought I was kind of throwing a little bait out there. Maybe you'd want to take a stab at making it better.
Okay.
Because you can
threw
do
it
that.
Right back at me. Well played.
Yeah.
But I got to do this shit.
Damn
it. Didn't see that coming.
There's a trend because I follow a bunch of nerds on all my social accounts of like, and I hate this too, and it's very hack. A lot of this AI tool stuff I'll follow, you know, those accounts. But I hate these posts on Twitter or Instagram. It starts with RIP graphic designers. Here's 8 websites that'll make AI art. And I'm like, it's good. It's not perfect yet. It's not close to like how you dream about it, Jetson style, where you go, I want this. Boom. One time, got it, boom, out.
It's not far off, bro.
It's getting better for sure, but it has that weird, you know, when you see bad CGI movies and stuff, and it's like too clean. It has that weird.
Yep.
It's not gritty enough or textured enough or something. So they all have that kind of similar look to them, which is bothering me.
I don't know. I mean, I've seen a couple recently that I was like, fuck. This is not a real image. I was like, whoa.
No, there's some on, if you go on, I was working on a site and went through generative.
Still said it wrong.
I know.
Hold on, let me say that again.
Generative AI.
There.
There's a little filter on Adobe stock images, and man, there's a lot of pretty good ones on there.
Right.
That look like real humans.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a great way to ever have a scapegoat if anybody calls you out on an image. You're like, Oh, yeah? Well, that person's not even real.
Yeah.
So fuck you.
What is that scenario?
It never
That's
happens.
going down. Okay. That's me. It is? Holy shit. I'd be amazed.
Well, what I do.
Oh, my God.
You hate this too when you see stock images that you know are stock images. You know, like that kind of helps with that.
For me, they always had this. You can't really put your finger on it. This like Eastern European feel.
Yeah.
Where it's like everything that you're looking at in the background is normal, kind of, but it looks like they couldn't get the good shit shipped all the way there, and they're just kind of piecing it together, but it still looks okay, but you can still feel it.
Well, I feel like most of the stock image stuff is from that area.
Well, there you go.
Right?
I mean, that's what I've never actually looked it up, but
but I mean, like you'll try to pick something out, and you'll be like, oh fuck, that license plate on that car is
right. They have a fucking triangle on it and shit.
Yeah.
What is that letter?
Oh, I'm puked. I don't know. I hate these like I'm the AI tool guru guys.
Right.
And it's a lot of like life hacky, business hacky kind of guys.
Yeah.
I did see a cool one.
Okay.
If you gamble, which I don't think you do, I don't. Other than like fantasy league, I'm talking like you bet on the Super Bowl or something. You bet on football.
You can now in Florida.
Well, you can, but you can also write it off as a professional gambler.
Okay, now
Did
we're
you know
talking.
that?
I feel like I could qualify.
Remember when ESPN would never, ever talk about
a line,
anything like that? They had that one guy, Hammer and Hank,
right?
That they gave 10 minutes on Sunday morning.
Get it all out, Hammer and Hank.
And he's like an old crusty gambler, and he's like, all right.
Right.
And they're like, God, he's ugly. You got a 10-second spot, buddy.
I'm going with, again, Notre Dame to win.
And now it's on the bottom line ticker. It's like, it's permeated everything. FanDuel and DraftKings are crushing it. And it's a weird thing with states allowing you to do it and not allowing you to do it. Some people have to use VPNs.
Right. Do I got to be on the Wi-Fi at the Indian casino?
Right. Am I geo-fenced in to do this?
I feel they're going to trap me.
But
inside their geo-fence.
You can write off. As a professional gambler, you can write off. So if you were to buy tickets to the Super Bowl, right, you could put that in the professional gambler tranche for your taxes, and most professional gamblers that would listen to this and apply it probably have a lot of losses.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can get that written off.
Mm.
Rittenhouse, your boy.
Mm.
You're thinking, this isn't really for us.
Wait, you're saying the Super Bowl tickets? Or
yeah, you can, because you're a professional gambler.
On the Super Bowl.
But, it goes into that bucket as a professional gambler.
You're just saying, okay.
Right?
I guess, yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing you could do ever.
Right. Like when you do the drop-down menu, that's on there. Choose occupation, professional gambler.
Well, like I've had comedian as a job on there and can write off everything I've done, right?
Uh-huh.
And I guess like another job you have, that would be.
I mean, they might as well. It's all such a joke anyways.
Right.
People write off everything. I mean, fucking. What tall tale do you want to tell about this business expense?
I know taxes are so funny.
It's such a fucking joke.
It's a tax.
Why don't you tell me how much you owe me?
The IRS
and if you don't get it right, you're in trouble.
The IRS is like a chick that plays games with you.
Yeah.
To see if you're a liar or not.
It's a surprise.
Why don't you tell me how much you owe?
It's a surprise how much. If you owe me or I owe you.
And the best
You'll find out in a year.
The best thing I ever read was like 20 years ago. A macroeconomics professor was like, your tax return is just a loan paid back to you, right?
Right, as they earn interest on their own.
What the fuck?
Yes.
But but prior to that, my knowledge of the tax return.
Tax returns. Right. Boo, boo, boo. This is awesome. I love the government.
It was the Simpsons episode where they're like, what are you going to do with your tax return money? And then they all blow it on something dumb, like a trampoline.
Yeah, right. It's like bonus money.
Right.
It's actually, you earned it a long time ago. What a joke, man.
And Like
it's such a bummer. Taxes, having to do them the way we have to do
them. Right.
How can you guys not figure that shit out before it gets to me?
How are things not more simplified? Like TurboTax existing blows my mind.
Right.
Hey, this is not going to get any less complicated just on its own.
Let's bring in a third party.
So we need a software
you have
company
forms I need to fill out also
to make this so anybody with a third grade reading level can do their own taxes.
Right.
We've made it like litigation and taxes have gotten like out of hand, like crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like, whose
idea was it? It's not the 1800s anymore.
If you read every part of the tax forms, like it's easily just one day if you're a fast reader.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck, man.
Flat tax it, baby.
Yeah, it should be you pay whatever, 20% on everything you buy. Boom, we're done. Think about it. You want to buy $1 billion yacht? Okay,
no, I'm cool.
20%.
I'm cool with that if the money gets used correctly.
Well, that's a whole nother fucking issue. There.
Well, it's ambiguous on purpose, kind of like how taxes are difficult. I feel like it's like, hey, we're never going to make it easy for people to find out where this money goes.
Right.
You got to really do your research. Good luck, buddy. And they'll be like, it's out there. You just have to find like 10 different sites to find it. Yeah. And then you got to investigate whether they're full of shit.
Right. And then contact your congressman.
Yeah. Yeah, this is some old man rage coming out now.
It is a bummer.
Well,
all of it's a bummer.
Now,
how much money they bring in and just piss away.
I feel like you should get a gold star sticker sent to you if you got them in before April deadline.
Oh, I thought you were going to say if you got like 100 on it.
Yeah, that too.
I did all the lines are good.
Have you ever done the TurboTax where it's like,
nope, there's a mistake in there somewhere.
No, it's like,
figure it out.
You could get in trouble for this. Our meter's pretty high, and you're like, fuck it, let it roll, man.
I'm a professional gambler. It says so right here. Let's let it ride, baby.
I'm going to pay for the premium thing that has legal protection.
Right. You know what? This tax return is going to be pretty big. You know, I'm going to be elevating myself to another income bracket, so I should probably have some protection.
Well, you know, everyone's like, my whole square footage of my house is my office. You know, that kind of thing.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see. I got.
Wait, you still have not said why you were hot.
Oh,
I've been hot 5 times since then over the taxes and the government.
No, I said I was coming in hot. I just had I got a lot of like irons in the fire kind of thing.
See, when I hear coming in hot, I gotta talk about something that pissed me off or that's going on big time right now.
I kind of blew my wad off the mic with that situation. I told you that lady that.
So that's what it was.
That was one of them.
Okay.
The other one I'm not going to talk about.
Man, that was anticlimactic.
Wait. Oh, I got it.
Sorry, should I do it backwards?
I've got an old man rant.
Oh, okay.
Ish, maybe. Or at least 2 topics.
Go for it.
Taylor Swift.
Uh-huh.
I like Taylor Swift.
Sure.
Do you?
Great music. Yes.
But I hate her fans. And I think that's where we need to get as a country.
Well, my daughter's a pretty big fan, so I can't say that.
No. There's a qualifier. Under 30 years old, fine.
Under 30?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you know the zealot like fandom that exists of over 30-year-old women for Taylor Swift?
I mean, I'm sure it's huge.
Look,
you know,
before anybody thinks I'm not a Swiftie, I'm not. But
she's legit great.
I'm gonna throw
super talented.
There's a lot of she's amazing.
Got some bangers.
Here's the thing: Bruce Springsteen, Jimmy Buffett, George Strait.
What is this list?
They never wrote their own shit.
Oh,
right. Like she's a singer-songwriter.
Jimmy Buffett had to bring somebody else in for Cheeseburger Paradise.
Pencil thin mustache was a bridge too far.
Right. Cheeseburger in Moscow.
Most of Michael Jackson's songs, like a lot of pop artists at the biggest in their field. Garth Brooks,
Yeah.
Girth Brooks.
Yep.
They don't write their own shit.
Yeah.
So that's number one. She's made the Chiefs' value by her presence go up $330 million.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
Who said that?
Front Office Sports. They report like the business side of everything.
That's fun.
Look, she creates jobs. More job, like her tour did $1 billion.
Hand jobs.
That's with a B.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Created a lot of more jobs than fucking your boy Biden claims he created.
Why do you always say your boy before you mention any politician?
Because it annoys you.
That doesn't matter. Your boy.
Because it annoys the shit out of you.
It does. And I let it get to me.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot I am.
I don't give a shit.
I don't care.
She fucks. She's banged a lot of dudes.
Right. That's cool.
She turns that into material for the songs.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
She's an earner, pays taxes, probably. She flipped.
I'll bet you she doesn't. I'd love to know how much she pays.
She flipped Travis Kelce. If you look at his dating career before her, the guy likes thick women.
Uh-huh.
He likes those thirst trappy kind of ladies, those Instagram models with the big asses.
Uh-huh.
She's even able to flip him.
Yeah.
She's got no ass.
Right, yeah, that's a swing. She's a surfboard.
It is a 90-degree angle, just
yeah.
And then you could put a level on it.
Yeah.
What else? That bubbles in the middle.
How describe it further, flat wise?
She's got a Lego ass.
Oh, that's a good one.
Not bad. And look, I'm not attracted to her.
No.
She kind of, I honestly sometimes I think of her as like a mix between that, the Dylan Mulvaney guy, the Bud Light trans guy. Remember when Bud Light tried to?
Whoa. Okay. Why do I think? What's the name of the?
You're thinking of Dylan Roof?
No, I'm thinking of the Columbine shooter kid.
Dylan, maybe that's his name.
That's what I'm wondering.
I should figure that out. But
that would be a deep pull on your part.
Dylan Roof was another shooter. Don't trust Dylan's. That's really the key of this episode.
Trust Dylan's are fucking dumb.
Dude, Dylon. Now that's cool.
Right. If he pronounces it like that, game changer.
Dylon.
What up, Dylon?
Dylon, and
right
Dylon.
near the beach.
But the Swifties, this is, I don't think you know about this, I guess. I mean, she's selling out stadiums.
Right. Is she going to perform in my cave?
The pictures I've seen of people going to her concert, I'm like, you're 50 years old.
Right.
You're screaming. Like you're 13 and it's New Kids on the Block. This is embarrassing.
Right.
Like no one with menopause should be allowed to yell at a concert.
That's my new rule. It's one thing to cheer.
New rule.
But also be, in recognition that this is the person. It's another human being up there. Maybe. But no. Don't be like, oh my God, I can't believe I got to come in contact with this other person. Like, fucking just people. People get, star fuckers that just like fucking just like fawn all over somebody. It's like, come on.
And this, it's only, so our thing with the Taylor Swift hate, it's not that, it's them. It's not her, it's them.
Right. She can't do anything about it.
I'd rather hang out with a bunch of Mormons.
Yeah, she just transcended into too many demos, just like...
Oh, here's
once she
thing.
Leaked into that, it was like, that's where all the money is.
Here's another positive for Tay-Tay. I call her Tay-Tay.
Right.
She's never been on Epstein's Island.
Yes, that's another plus. That sucks that's on the criteria now.
She doesn't get arrested. She doesn't do anything weird. I mean, that we know of, but
Right.
Michael Jackson, when people were like, hey, he might be diddling boys, we're like, I could see that.
Yeah, he was blatant about his weirdness.
Look, the strength of her fans, her white lady, I need this in my life kind of people. I need something in between true crime podcasts.
Right. I have to have this on my personality, or I don't have a personality.
She says everything, and they're wearing bedazzled outfits.
I made it myself.
They coordinated with their friends to pay $200.
We made them special just for tonight.
Oh boy, they're worse than they love Tay Tay more than.
This better be funny. You're cracking yourself up over
that. That fandom of R. Kelly non-apologists.
Right. I don't give a shit what he did.
Right.
I don't give a shit.
Or the black women in Baltimore that wore Ray Rice jerseys.
Right.
after he
gets first downs.
I don't know. I fucking hate it. I got to articulate this better, but they bother me a lot.
They should.
And there's like blowback of like people hating on Taylor Swift because they show her all the time during a Chiefs game. And it's a little much, but
it's not her fault.
Yeah, it's not her fault.
Dumbass director.
Oh,
there's one guy choosing Taylor Swift that he's got locked in. There's one camera dedicated to her now, and he's hitting that button many times.
Here's another positive. She can hang out with her boyfriend's mom, which is crazy if you kind of think about it. Like, they straight up started dating, and they're in a box together.
Right.
Having this, hey, I fuck your son. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then she also can share a box with Patrick Mahomes' wife, who's batshit crazy.
Right.
She's holding on to that dick. She's had it since 7th grade.
Yeah.
She's like, lock it down, dude. Now. I was telling you that.
You got to deal with that nerd for the rest of your life.
Well, that quarterback
voice.
That quarterback show.
Stop talking, Patrick.
Well, that quarterback show.
That's my wiener.
Where they're interviewing her. It's like that reality with Kirk Cousins and like Mariota and him. It's like a documentary-ish kind of look.
Yes.
And like you can tell there's tension because it's like
they just all have that like that look of just like happy eyes.
No, he walked
hide the anger eyes.
He walked in like we would if we're the best quarterback in the league and owned a mansion, and he's just walking in his house like, fuck yeah, oh shit, sorry, hi babe, like totally like, oh, I didn't know you guys were filming. Yeah. It's like what I was telling you, like the divorce, when you get divorced, that sucks, but pre-divorce is the worst because you have the worst roommate ever kind of situation. And I would get in fights. This is trash shit, but you get in fights and you'd be like, you're a fucking... And you'd see her phone start filming you. And you're like, country music star. It's like you have to change like on a dime. You're such a beautiful lady.
All right, I'm going to go get dinner. Peace.
Yeah. All right. That's all I had. That's all I had in the tank. Yeah.
Wow, that was good timing.
I just really wanted to bust out that Swiftie v. Taylor Swift.
Yeah, it's not her fault.
Like Scientology, like I'd rather do a personality test than have to sit in a waiting room next to a bunch of Swifties.
You're saying that's what was the Scientology thing?
They're kooky too. I'm saying they're.
Are they the ones doing the personality test?
You don't know that?
Well, I mean, I just getting clarification.
You know, they wear the Dwight Schrute shirts everywhere.
Yes,
they look like
I've heard of
teller.
Scientologists. Yes,
right.
I was very involved in one of their sales seminars. Remember?
Yeah. Well, they're across the bay from us in Clearwater.
Yeah.
L. Ron Hubbard's
all over the place.
Home.
You don't even know.
Well, I told you my uncle I don't think he worked for them. I think he was prosecuting against them. And he told me every level in Hollywood and in Clearwater, there is a corner office for L. Ron Hubbard. It's the exact same thing. Every floor.
So stupid.
Right? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
For when he comes back.
Right.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe he will come back.
Oh, I mean, look. The guy got away with it. He was a bad
Imagine if he was right the whole time.
You know what?
And he comes back.
This episode sponsored by Dianetics.
Yes.
Remember that book, dude?
Yeah.
When you saw those commercials, you're like, I gotta get my shit together.
That sounds like a bunch of good shit.
There's a volcano.
Well, not that part.
No, but
just the Dianetics thing. Dianetics sounds great.
Oh.
Also read all this other shit about it.
All religions sound amazing on the intake.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you get the best pitch.
Yeah. Mormon, not so much, maybe. But you get the wives thing.
Right. That's they lead with that.
You get all that, but it's not the wives you imagine. It's a lot of long dresses.
Right.
There's a lot of unkempt. Yeah. 6. Jesus.
Right.
Give a lot of credit.
6 for them.
Utah 6.
Right. Utah 6.
Utah 10. Whatever. That's it. That's all I got.
Okay.
You got anything on your mind?
Plenty, but...
You're late to a surprise party.
Bro. That's not my fault.
If anybody does a surprise birthday party out there that can hear us in their ear holes, you have to really prepare it. You can't last second it.
Yeah, and you need to know the people closest to your target birthday party person.
Mm-hmm.
You need to let them know about it, because I straight up texted my friend and did not know about this party, and
Well, this will come out after.
I know.
So we can.
It was DJ Garbage Pussy's birthday.
Yeah.
Big 4-0. And I feel terrible.
Yeah, I think on my 40th in June, I'm going to film that special.
Oh, here we go.
I'm going to leverage my birthday because I hate my birthday. So I'm going to go, hey, it's my 40th. Can you come to the show?
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's good. All right. I'm killing it.
All right, bud.
See ya.
Bye. What?
I want to do that.
We can do it after this. Just go right.
Do it now. Keep it rolling.
All right, I need the music, dude.
Oh, see, this is confusing.
We're just doing the intro that we normally do as an outro, so we can just hit. We're just raw dogging it from the get-go. Because we're the number one raw dogging comedy business podcast in the world.
So where do you want this to play in the episode?
At the end.
Good.
Because
nobody has to hear this bullshit.
Well, if you made it this far, why don't you come to San Juananeo a little bit,
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I said deja vu.
Why? You watch Shawshank Redemption for the 40th time? See, we can fuck around in the outro.
I guess so.
This episode was sponsored by Zupyak, the first search-optimized AI writer. Look, there's a lot of AI writing tools out there. Jasper, Byword. Say bygone to them.
Help.
That was some clever wordplay.
Thank God we switched this format.
Zupyak.
Ooh.
I've been using it. If you use the promo code SWEAT on Zupyak.com, that's Zupyak.com, you'll get the hookup. Holler if you hear me.
Help.
And our other sponsors, Squarespace, CallRail, LinkedIn Premium. Links are in the episode description. Look, and if you did make it this far in the show, and you like the show, subscribe, give that 5-star, share the fuck out of it. You're listening right now. Right now. You're hearing us.
Listen to it.
Just take that little square with the arrow button and push it out to someone and go, hey, I think you'd like this hot boner talk on this
They lead
show.
with it. It's great.
This is a business podcast that talks about how your boner game is.
Yes.
And that's the pitch.
But just ours specifically.
All right. We'll do it live. Bye.